Gorgoroth may not be the most celebrated band to rise out of the infamous Norwegian black metal scene, but they are by far the most feared and controversial. With their abrasive sound, chaotic live shows, and well-publicized criminal convictions, Gorgoroth have spread their message of fear and hate across the world. At the center of this storm of controversy is Gall, Gorgoroth's lead vocalist and arguably the most despised man in Norway. In 2005, Gall was charged with torture-like violence and served 9 months in prison, his second incarceration for violent acts. The court claims he tortured his victim for 6 hours while collecting his blood into a cup and threatened to make him drink it. In January of 2007, when he was ready for release, photographer Peter Best took us to Gall's hometown in Norway to get to know the guy Terrorizer magazine calls the most evil man alive.
I'm Ivar Berglund, welcome to Norway.
The story of Gall and Norwegian black metal actually starts in Newcastle, England, back in 1979, when a local metal band named Venom, responding to the rampant commercialism of heavy metal, decided to take their music in a darker, more extreme direction through satanic lyrics and imagery. This spawned black metal, a term coined by their 1982 album of the same name. From there, the door opened for bands with similar ideas and sounds. Bands like Merciful Fate from Denmark, Hellhammer from Switzerland, and Bathory from Sweden. At the end of the 80s, a second wave of black metal surfaced in Norway. Bands like Darkthrone, Emperor, Immortal, and Mayhem perfected the black metal sound, taking the music's lyrics and stage imagery to even darker extremes.
Which was a different path. It was getting the music not as fast, but atmospheric. It was also not as well produced. It was more about the atmosphere the music created. And also the fact that we chose to have a satanic approach towards the lyrics and also combining those things to be an art form called black metal.
Euronymous called me and I started working with him together with Varg Vikernes until '94 when all these stuff started happening to churches.
In the mid-90s, a series of crimes in Norway brought black metal to the attention of the mainstream media. The arson of over a dozen Christian churches and the murder of Mayhem guitarist Euronymous by bandmate Varg Vikernes, who stabbed him 23 times in the face, neck and back.
When it comes to the media coverage of black metal in Norway, it's all started with the criminal cases. I mean, it didn't start with the music when it comes to the tabloid in Norway. It started with the church burnings, with the murders and everything surrounding that area, you know, with Burzum and Varg Vikernes and, well, good tabloid stories, basically.
I couldn't believe that they were that foolish. On the other hand, they had an identity because everybody was against them. When you're 17, 18, you believe in a lot of funny things.
I'm not about to say if it's right or wrong.
Then what was left was the music. And I think most of the bands today are centered around the music. But of course you have bands like Gorgoroth who have the ideology still very much intact within the band, the satanic ideology.
Christianity is based only on stolen souls and lives. So, of course, every trace of them should be erased.